career-focused partnerships and majors. As soon as I visited, it just felt like home. That's what makes this place different, makes college elevated. Mount Aloysius College.
You have more important things in life to think about than your internet. At Breezeline, we propel life forward with home internet so reliable, you don't have to think about it. With a team that goes above and beyond, fiber-powered speeds up to 1 gig, and 99.9% reliability at any hour, in any room. You won't have to think about your internet again. Go to breezeline.com for internet that propels life forward. You have more important things in life to think about than your internet. At Breezeline, we propel life forward with home internet so reliable, you don't have to think about it. With a team that goes above and beyond, fiber-powered speeds up to 1 gig, and 99.9% reliability at any hour, in any room. You won't have to think about your internet again. Go to breezeline.com for internet that propels life forward.
Well, if it isn't a Boyertown goal to start us all off. Hello, my name is Ari Casts here with Doc Raz. We're going to be continuing our coverage of the PIEA Week 2 Rocket League gameplay, and already Boyertown versus CB South, a very flashy start for the Boyertown Blue.
A great way to get it started. 30 seconds in, up by a 1, and CB South gonna have to play a little bit of defensive Rocket League here. And oh my goodness, what is going on there in front of the goal? Very, very lucky CB South. Managed to get away with that one. A little bit awkward defensively. Now a quick return here from Boyertown. Another chance. Waf sets something up. He's got the reset, but that's going to be a little bit too far off the mark.
You can see them already going for a bit of fancy stuff. All right, I respect it, but you got to make sure it works, because I will not respect you if you whiff the ball. So be careful that you're not getting too confident. Of course, mistakes do happen. We're not going to, completely shame you or anything, but just so unlucky to see that one teammate very confident, the other one picks up a mistake, and now we're finding ourselves at a tie game.
All tied up. Oh, I was about to eat my words there for a second. Kickoff does not result in an immediate goal. A little bit of team effort here from WAF and Skittles to get the ball moving forward. Quick pop up. First one on that is going to be a member of our orange side, CB South. Quick little 50, puts the ball back in the blue corner. Bag of Skittles trying to maintain control. He's going to be able to dive on it, intercept a quick shot opportunity against their own net, and play the ball forward. Hopefully a nice little counterattack opportunity, but quickly just kind of gets scattered into the corner, and we're immediately going back the other way. 1v nobody. That's going to be a free all for CB South.
Shoddy Carnival. That's a little bit easier than V. So
This is true.
I'm okay with this. 2-1 here. Boyertown going to be a little bit on the backside here, and they of course opened up the scoring, but now CB South find themselves, well, tied up once again. We find it very even 2-2 off of kickoffs, which seem to not be going well for anybody in this game.
I'll tell you what, WAF certainly not making a lot of whiffs here so far. Second goal we've seen from them so far today, and we haven't even hit the halfway point of this game. I will say, very close series here so far. Loving the way things are playing out, all tied up. We love a good close series here. We'll see how the rest of the next couple of games shake out. Of course, this is another best of 5, so plenty of Rocket League still in store.
I got a question for you. I'm a bit of a nerd, but I'm also a bit of a noob too. Does the RLCS Challenger 2025 tag, is that given to just anybody, or is that?
I think that's like top 128 or something, 120, something like that. I don't remember the exact number. I believe it's something like that. Don't quote me. I could be wrong. But Homeboy's definitely made it pretty far into RLCS. So it's kind of crazy how quick you see different levels of players in here.
Well, and the fact that, again, probably this game, at least for the time being, is still relatively close, just goes to show you that most likely all 6 of these players don't have that tag. And, you know, WAF, who's doing all that they can, maybe as one player, you have to still play that team game at the end of the day if you can't kind of help your team get to their successes. And, you know, you fall a bit short, you're going to see that even though your accolades may stand up for you, you want to kind of earn your right with the team, because at the end of the day, Rocket League, it's a 3v3 game mode, at least the one we're seeing now, but keep your eyes peeled. Maybe 4v4, question mark?
No, please, anything but chaos. I will say though, like you mentioned, oh, there we go. Philly Siphonist, sure. Great little shot, great little goal, great pass from WAF. Philly's
chaos.
One finest. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes more sense. There you go. See, you can read. I can't.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it is finest. I don't know. I'm not familiar with these names, but then again, that just gives them more of a reason to kind of prove themselves here and now, because we want to be shouting their name correctly, albeit, but we want to be shouting it as the time goes on. We can see them in the playoffs, even the state championships at the end of the year. So, you know, doing whatever you can to get your team there, even though this is the very beginning of that kind of journey and dream. Well, it's a long road here, so setting the tone here would be very nice in order to give yourselves that confidence going forward.
Look, an uncharacteristic whiff from WAF, but his team's still going to be able to set this one up right in front of the net. Ooh, CB South able to clear this one to the side. Still a little bit awkward, bit of a scramble there in front of the net. Is anybody back for blue? No. Shoddy Carnival is getting another one. Fair enough. Well played, all tied up once more. Minute 06 left to go.
Forgive me for this reference, but Shoddy is like a melody in their heads right now. I mean, it's 3-3 and they just can't deal with it. It's stuck there. So they're going to keep on going. 3-3 tie game. And if I knew anything about watching the first few minutes of this game, I'd say the kickoffs are the most dangerous part. And don't let it be true again. No.
Ooh, gosh, those kickoffs are rough sometimes. You know, ball gets played forward, you get that no boost, little touch. Last defender, a little bit awkward. And that one's going to go back to the net. A little bit of teammate shade in the chat is crazy work. But hey, it's only a 1-goal lead. We've seen them tie up the deficit here a couple of times already. It's certainly possible we will see it again, maybe even an OT here.
Yeah, that would be nice. I mean, obviously, you kind of expect maybe Boyertown to be in control here with that title from WAF, but also, right, if you can function as a team more on the day, just kind of show up and play as a unit, you're going to take down teams with really insane players. We've seen it before, and it certainly could happen again. Phillies right now, trying to get this ball to maybe a shooting lane, a teammate, something else, but instead both players jump up. Neither of them come up with the ball, and so Skittles will have to corral this one back in the corner defensively for them. But here comes WAF, one to beat. 50 gets it on by them, but where is the next player? Well, it's up in the air. It's WAF. It's still there, and finally this ball will drop. Time running low. You need to make a move now if you're CB South.
Yeah, this is your last opportunity on this one clear. If they can get it denied, deficit unable to get a touchdown. Salty sitting in net by themselves, unable to get anything, and that's going to be a victory here for a Boyertown.
Well, they can score 2 goals in 1 set. No, they can't. I would give you the hopium, but it's just not there for this one. I'm sorry. I don't think it's possible to score in 2 goals in a half second.
It is
have the,
not.
Yeah.
You would have to hit the craziest pinch, and even then, I don't think you can get one fast enough to make it there before the timer ticks down. But Boyertown, a wonderful Game 1 victory here, 5-3 the scoreline. Beautiful showing. In a very close series, or I should say game. We'll see how the rest of the series plays out. On to game number 2.
Oh, I didn't realize that's what they meant. I didn't realize that Salty was an AI.
The bot. Yeah. Yeah, no, Salty's a bot. Yeah, that was a 2v3 the whole time.
What? Well, it was a 3v3, but...
Well...
2.5v3.
Yeah, I was just like... I don't know.
Can AI replace our jobs, apparently?
Apparently, they will take your Rocket League career.
I mean, hey, they got 146 points. Philly's finest. You got to be careful because they were just very, very close to surpassing your amount of points. It's just, some fun little mini games to kind of think about and play here. But I mean, Boyertown, again, if they come away with the win, they're not really going to be upset if they get, say, outscored in points by a bot when the points, again, don't even really matter in the grand scheme of things. It's just kind of fun things to look at and things that you kind of do have to take away from matchups like these when you realize, okay, maybe we don't have the craziest shot at winning this one through.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We'll see how this one shakes out. Game number 2 underway. And no instant kickoff goal, which is nice. But here comes WAF trying to set something up. Going to be denied very quickly there by Shoddy. Bag of Skittles trying to make something happen. Denied by Deficit. He's going to carry that up into the midfield. Run out of boost. But he's going to be able to drop it low and in. And Deficit going to be the first one to put the points on the board.
I was going to say we had a substitution from Salty to Sundown, but now it doesn't even matter because the Pict is doing all the work and it's looking pretty dang nice. Somehow, again, these matches are close, right? We were talking about OT and I didn't even realize that there was an AI in the game. So if that goes to show you how well this orange side of CB South are showing up to the pitch, that's a really good job from them. And you have to applaud their efforts regardless of how the score even turns out, whether it is in their favor or maybe not.
Most definitely. And I mean, if you're sitting there 2v3ing your way through this is not bad. Yeah, they got the bot. Other team's got a WAF though, and he's been putting in work since we got into this series. Definitely something to need to watch out for.
Too much with WAF, if you will, for them to deal with. I'm sorry. They're coming out corny today, but I have to. It's just how it's going to work. 1 minute down, 1 goal on each side for these teams. And of course, we talk about the kickoffs before. Now, maybe even demos. You didn't have to do that to Deficit. They were enjoying their goal, and you do that to them? I mean, that's kind of a meanie pants on you. But, hey, whatever you got to do to win. Whatever you got to do.
Listen, it's a mechanic. It's in the game. Blow them up, I say. More demos. Just explode them all. Full rocket sledge out here. That's my motto. And that might just go straight in. Oh my goodness, Deficit, what a beautiful save. I was so worried you were cornering that one in. That was a scary little touch, but you do it successfully. Ball back down in front of the net. Deficit once more with another save. Nobody else back on defense, and it's gonna be a bag of Skittles taking home the gold and getting the goal.
Dude, where is Sundown on the rotate, man? I just don't see anything. I'm really hating to see that. Unlucky. You know what? It's okay. Sundown was just running out of boost, so they ran towards midfield. That was all that happened. Yeah.
Bots
okay,
need boost too.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
WAF looking for a dirty double, not gonna find it. Pass out to a teammate, gets cleared behind them. All right, cool. WAF? Hello? How are you? What are we doing here? That's the wrong net, my guy.
Is that what just happened?
Yes.
Oh,
Big clear, accidental touch from your own attacker, and then WAF goes to touch it across. Doesn't quite make it. It's in the net.
all right. So we got a 2.5 versus 2.5 on both sides. Apparently, WAF kind of playing for both teams here. Not exactly having a commit more towards either one. I mean, one goal for themselves, one on the other side, and with 2 minutes gone, we all are tied up at 2 apiece. But again, you know, we're just kind of vibing around, having fun, because we know these players are as well. And once we start getting into those more tense moments, aka when the clock starts to tick on down, or where somebody really starts to take control of this game, you're gonna see those hype moments come through. I mean, this is a nice one. Yeah, great save here, but the follow-up from Math. You whiff first, but then you make up for it in the end, coming on back and making the lead for your Boyertown Blue.
My goat, Sundown. Well, unfortunately, that is going to be... Well, not unfortunately. It's great for Boyertown to be up by 1. However, you know, we'll see how this comes back. We did see BC come back a couple of times. Or CB, sorry. Come back a couple of times, get that goal back, tie things back up. They might get it right here, and it's going to be Shoddy, the one to do it, all tied up. And we ain't even halfway there yet.
We're halfway there. Okay, I really gotta stop. I think I'm cooked today. I don't know, something about these games, it's just, it's helping me enjoy the memories of Rocket League again. And, you know, it is games like these where win or lose, you have to enjoy it, you have to obviously learn from a competitive standpoint, but you're going up against a player like WAV, sometimes things might just be out of your hands. If it is a pass up to the inside lane and then just taking it on down, man, you just have to watch in astonishment sometimes.
You know, they are certainly putting on a great show for us here today. 7 seconds away from the halfway mark. 4-3 for Boyertown. Bag of Skittles getting a nice little tap here. Give it away to WAF, who's got no boost. Just going to take a quick shot. Then the clear sails right over a bag of Skittles. Attempt here for Deficit to get things centered up. Going to be denied as the backboard is locked down by Boyertown. Demo comes out. That's a little crazy. Double commit could make things a little awkward. Bag of Skittles just leaves the ball in the corner. Okay, sure. I mean, you had no boost, but like, yeah, you had momentum, and you could have stuck with it at least. Pretended, kept an option open. Oh my God, never mind. He's got a doomsy. All right, WAF. Cool.
Okay. Yeah, you know,
why not, bro?
Watch this one back. First of all, that's a crazy bounce out of the corner. Like, let's talk about that angle. The fact that not even WAF's part from that part. It's just the bounce that we saw from the particular panel up into the wall and then bouncing on out, and then WAF reads it on top of that. I mean, that's crazy work. Good luck matched with good skill, and that's really all you have to say about that. Again, one of those moments where you're like, man, I wish I could have said something, had a piece in that, kind of a say in that moment, but instead the ball just whizzes on by you.
Come on, Sundown.
Kind of have to deal with it.
Well, you know, these things happen. It is a 2-goal deficit here for CB South. See if they can't catch things back up. They do have a little bit of time. Minute 30 on the clock here. Deficit with a nice touch over his crossbar here. The double commits going a little crazy. You guys have a bot. You might want to spread yourselves out just a smidge. That bot's not going to do much more than get lucky. And if you guys are too busy chasing each other, you're going to put yourself out of position and miss out on either some good opportunities offensively or some seriously not great defensive opportunities. So definitely something they need to watch out for here, especially down by 2.
Go Sundown. Great assist maybe here? No, just sneaks on under. But I'm curious that if these two players did let Sundown kind of just run their rotations how they normally do, right? If they can realize how exactly the coding kind of goes through, if Sundown actually would benefit them a little bit more, right? Obviously, they're not going to be the most stylish player, but if they even just get those aggro touches forward, you can turn them into opportunities like this. Shoddy Carnival at least doing a bit better here to make this within 1. But again, that's kind of off of an errant touch of Bag of Skittles, who kind of let that one sit a bunch on their hood a bit too long.
Back within 39 seconds to go. Less than a minute for CB South to find their way at least into an overtime here. Got to watch out for that offense. You've got 3 players to worry about here. Your rotations are going to be super important. And of course, Watch out for Waff. He's been nuisance, and oh my goodness, the post and out. Sundown, last man back. Can Bag of Skittles get there in time? No, he cannot. And the pinch from Skittles going to make that an awkward opportunity for his teammates. A good thing for CB South. Not so great for Boyertown. Speaking of not so great for CB South, what a touch. What was this? Beautiful.
I got stank face going on right now. Like,
little bar down speech?
Disgusting. Yeah, the bar down. I mean, you got the nice little ting to it off of the crossbar. The new, not new, I guess, old patch note of the sound effects being added. But now maybe went for the road. No, Sundown, you had the empty net. Granted, it was your own side, but come on.
Listen, I just would have liked to see some points on the board for Sundown there, but you know, it is what it is. Boyertown gonna come out with another W, 2-1 in this series. And or 2-1, 2 to none. There we go. It's only game 2. Now we're on to game number 3. That is also match point here for Boyertown.
I mean, if we really want to talk about accolades, we could talk about how Boyertown just did a great job minimizing one of the star players on CB South, Sundown, keeping them to only 22 points. I mean, that just goes to show you exactly what Boyertown's game plan was from the get-go. No, I'm just kidding. Sundown, I mean, you know, we're hoping they can do all the most that they can, but for this core that is the CB South side, the remaining 2 players, I mean, they are really making a good run for things, and I honestly applaud them for their efforts here. They're honestly, like, a few more opportunities go their way, you're gonna see them actually on the positive side of one of these game results, and I'm kind of waiting for it to happen.
Oh, most definitely. And I mean, like you mentioned, CB South has been doing phenomenal, all things considered. I mean, you're getting bots in every lobby here. And I mean, they're close games, sure, is like 2-goal difference, but a 2-goal difference when you're 2v3ing RLCS contenders, you know, at least one of them. Yeah. And I mean, nobody on this field really seems like they're a bad player. They all seem pretty solid. They got good touches. Rotations have looked pretty solid, except, and again, I'm going to harp on them for this because they're in a 2v3. CB South needs to watch those doubles. I cannot believe they've gotten away with doing it as much as they have. And honestly, if Boyertown wanted to be disrespectful, they would really just start capitalizing on that.
I mean, Boyertown have been doing it too, though. That's kind of their saving grace, is both teams are guilty of it. Oh, Myrtle, we got subbed in this time. Okay, maybe gonna shell out a few more goals for their team. But at the same time, we're looking towards Deficit, somebody who kind of opened up the scoring last time with a very stylish one at that. This one dropping down, Shoddy Carnival. That's some beautiful team play, especially in a 2v3.
Hey, listen, that is a great way to get things started here for CB South. Exactly what they need going into this game number 3, because it's a very important one for them. They absolutely need the win, or that's a wrap, folks.
Yeah, I thought you were going to talk about on their season. I'm like, well, it's only week 2. But...
No, not the season, the day.
The series. Yeah, I figured that out. I'm a little slow there. You could replace me with Myrtle and you'd be the same car on the field anyway. It's fine. I'm an AI at the end of the day. Deficit, though, at least going to increase this lead off of a nice little bounce from their own back wall. I mean, these corner bounces have been ridiculous this game, and the fact that we're now seeing 2-0 in 1 minute is kind of nuts when we're looking at these current stakes.
Yeah, oh, Myrtle. I thought Myrtle was about to get a kickoff goal. I would have jumped out of my chair, I'm going to be honest. That would have been phenomenal. Ooh, pass out mid. Cut
Myrtle
back.
Goal. Highlight reel?
Oh my goodness. If Myrtle gets a goal into the correct net, I will flip my chair jumping out of this thing, I promise.
I'm so ready for that.
Probably going to bang my knees on my desk and break something, but you know, we're here. We'll do it. Laugh off into the midfield here. Nobody quite there, but it is going to be Philly's finest on it. Back to a bag of Skittles, immediately turned around though, and once more, a little bit of midfield volleyball going on here. Ooh, what a touch.
That would have been nuts, but also great positioning by Shoddy. You had to kind of hang around there, get that defensive touch out towards the side wall, give them some extra room to do things with it. Myrtle, though, going to rotate back, be the third man here and inside their net, but causing some chaos at least to provide an extra body on the line and cover that additional space. Well played to them, but now it's going to be Carnival over towards that corner once again. Philly's finest. You can see them trying to go forward, but instead they just don't want to take that timing because they don't quite know who's going first. Waff dropping it down to the shooting lane, but great 50. This one goes right back on.
A phenomenal 50, and still the scoreline 2-0 here for CB South. In the lead, half of the game has elapsed here so far, and it does kind of feel like CB South really got a chance at taking game number 3 here so far. You don't want to jinx it because it's still really early, but they've been playing very well. And again, this is a 2v3, so like the fact that they're winning it all is phenomenal in the first place. Deficit can't quite get there, gets beat by WAF, but WAF's got a dirty double for days. There it is.
Yeah, you can see that one kind of set up from a mile away. Just nice. I don't even think it was a pre-jump. It was just a nice read off of where that ball was bouncing. They decide, hey, we're going to go up for it, and just very, very cleanly sinks it on through. A much-needed goal in a time like this. Obviously, when you're down by 2, you don't want to see that 1 minute remaining left on the board without having a goal. So it's nice to get yourself kind of crawling on back, get that momentum started for when you do need to make that final sort of push.
And speaking of final pushes, there's Bag of Skittles tying the game up. 1:53 to go. I spoke 30 seconds ago, and I did in fact jinx it. Here we are. I'm so sorry, CB South.
Wow, it's crazy that, you know, CB South could throw a lead like this. Oh my gosh, surely they're not gonna keep on doing it. I don't know, I'm trying to counter jinx. Is that how that works? Like, are we...
The counter jinx strat? Honestly, not a bad idea. See, the thing that people don't understand is the casters, we gotta have our own strats too. Because it is very likely that we'll say something like I did moments ago about CB South having a 2-goal lead and looking like they could possibly run away. And they still can. It's not over yet. It's only tied. The minute 30 to go, they got more chances. But it took 30 seconds for me to eat my words. So, you know, sometimes you gotta be careful.
Myrtle, good pass. Third man. Oh, just a bit too far back. You can see them trying to, like, scale for that space, but they just didn't trust the rotation from Myrtle there. So understandable why they go for what they did. But now, whole different scenario where you're again looking for some offensive presence. No, not the bumps in front of the net. No, it's disaster.
Just kind of got stepped on there for a second. Fortunately, they are able to keep that one clear of the net. And maybe another opportunity here if they get this one forward. It's a great 50, but there's WAF. Quick shot. Nobody's back, and that's just going to sail on in free as can be. 3-2 Boyertown.
Yeah, you see Myrtle just go for a bit too aggressive of a challenge there, and then they kind of dipped out a bit too late. And you know, as much as we kind of harp on it, this is like those learning moments where there are players that might be wondering, how was Myrtle's positioning, you know, maybe unfavorable? And you can see them just because the fact that they're not in the area or not covering that back post, they don't have enough time to react because they've closed the gap so much that when that high velocity shot does come through, you're going to see them in a world of hurt, not able to do anything with the ball sailing above their head.
Not a whole lot you can do when that ball is sailing clear over the top of you. Especially if you're out of position or low on boost. Bag of Skittles just going to sail straight past that one. And I don't know if he was trying to bump deficit there or what his game plan was, but he did kind of just flip right by. And that's going to be another own goal from WAF.
Hey, they're making it close.
Oh, yeah, it's close, all right. WAF, that's 2 tonight. Are you okay?
I think WAF is just clip farming, and then they're gonna like go back into the replay and then like neutral out the colors, kind of swap them around, say, look at this crazy redirect that I got for my montage. I don't know, I'm guessing. Is that what Rocket League players do?
Yeah, some definitely do be thrown for the content. But I'm not sure that's happening. I certainly see WAF over here just dribbling Myrtle in front of the net for no particular reason, just killing the time. 3 seconds down, game number 3, match point for Boyertown, and we are in golden goal territory here. The first overtime of the day. We'll see how long it lasts. Honey, able to clear this off in the corner, has full boost, takes a second to recover and get back to it. We're trying to play a little bit safer here. We're going to take this across the pitch to the sidewalk, going to the moon here with it. Got the air dribble, but immediately taken away by a Bag of Skittles. I didn't see who the second player from Boyertown was that jumped at it, but they were not taking any chances on that one sneaking through. WAF now on the counterattack, trying to get something set up here. Can't quite make it through all 3, including Myrtle getting a little bit involved in that play, at least in mere presence.
Nice actually pop out here. This could be a good transition if they can do anything with it, but no. Deficit now gonna have to hang around towards the back corner, waiting for that reset to come through, because again, you don't want Myrtle to be your third position. Otherwise, you are going to be in for a world of hurt if indeed a 50 does not go your way. There you go. Nice touch here, but Philly's Finest will knock that one away. And again, 1 minute into OT here, Heroes needs to kind of be visible, and instead it's just save after save. But now WAF, flip reset, this one under the defender and sending them home. 1:11 on the clock is all it takes, as Boyertown in blue will take the victory.
Boyertown, Boyertown, Boyertown. What a series. Minute 11 seconds on the clock there in the OT. Well deserved, and I'm just happy the OT didn't end off in a kickoff goal, because we saw a few of those earlier. I was going to say that's going to be very anticlimactic, but hey, we got a good overtime out of it. And CB South, unfortunate, not able to hold on to that lead, do lose in overtime. But again, they were in a 2v3 the whole time. The fact that they took it to an overtime at all, impressive. The fact they had the lead for most of that game, also impressive. Again, my fault. I caster cursed you. 100% my bad. Won't happen again. It will, but we'll pretend it won't. But congratulations to Boyertown. Was a phenomenal showing.
Yeah, I mean, really just both teams playing their hearts out, right? Just playing the game, enjoying it. And even like the banter in the chat is just so fun to see when, you know, you might have what is considered like a high stakes moment if you're playing organized play, but both these teams realizing, hey, we can still have fun. We can still engage with the other team and be kind of like lighthearted about towards the serious moments, and then kind of just keep going from there. So, you know, GG's to both teams. Obviously, one team has to win, one's going to have to fall, and this time Boyertown took the W. They'll improve their record. Well, unfortunately, CB South going to drop one step further. Of course, plenty of time remaining in this regulation season to improve to get far enough into the playoffs and secure a qualification spot. But, you know, as for today, that's going to be it for all the matches we see. Doc?
That is going to be the end of our day here today. But of course, there's always more stuff going on here at PEIA. So make sure you follow the channel if you haven't already. Stick around, and there will be plenty more esports content coming your way. I've been Doc Raz, joined today by Ari Casts, and of course, ManCam Man, our producer, in the back, hitting the magical buttons, making us look prettier on camera. And it's been a great time seeing you guys. Thank you for coming out, and we will see you all next time.
Those medical pills are pushing me over. I kill my fill 3 times a day. These heads and no fuse won't make me sober. One flame to take the pain away. I caught you lighting matches in the back room. Haters look mad when they pass you. Let's talk about round when it's past 2. Raise a glass to know. You don't gotta fight